All right, tennis players, let's take a look at the Novak Djokovic backhand ground stroke. We're going to take a look at it on the return. We're going to take a look at it in the rally. And we'll also take a look at his slice backhand, because I think that's important too. But let's go back to this return of serve. First thing is, how do you redirect power on the return of serve? How do you use your opponent's speed against them? And you do that by holding your center of gravity in front, just leaning into the ball. And you can almost feel like you're just kind of falling forward into it. But if your center of gravity is going backwards, it's counteracting everything about yourself that's trying to go forwards, and it's canceling each other out. So shorten the swing, but don't lean back. Don't let the ball get in close. And he does shorten his swing a lot. He doesn't drop as far down. The other thing is, watch how much extension he gets out. He's really not worried about trying to whip this racket across his body. He really wants to make sure he just pushes out through it, almost like a volley on the return. So just anyone who tells you try to whip across your body on a ground stroke, they just haven't been a part of research in tennis and knowing what actually happens. And I've looked at a lot of video, because we know it's not a forearm whippy motion, especially on the return of serve. Now on his slice backhand, one thing I want you to note is how his arm gets straight before he starts his forward swing. So see how straight the arm gets? Well before contact, well through contact, it stays straight. So, and I say that because you can have it a little bent like he is here initially, but just look how the arm straightens out through the hit. Just so you know, it's a shoulder-dominated stroke. Don't feel like you're hitting your slice from your elbow. It's going to lead to a lot of problems, inconsistency, and possibly injury. And finally, on this next topspin backhand, again, these are all things that are hard to spot, but they're important. Starts high, arm gets straight, gets well below the ball and closed, aka the pat the doggy position. And then again, what you can't see because it happens so quick is right here. Look how that left elbow and right elbow get off of the body and extend out and up. Now, because it's important, because you can have this same follow through and not extend out. Just whip your forearms and eventually your elbows lift. But it's right through contact that this lifting off his back leg, center of gravity up, extension out is going to be really important. So I just want you to take note of that. So hold your center of gravity on the return. Really push through from your shoulders to redirect. Get your arm straight on your slice. And then remember, even on your ground stroke, you got to extend out through the hit. Hope these tips help. Thanks for subscribing. If you're not already, I really appreciate that. Supporting the channel by subscribing. And drop a like if you're a fan of Novak, or if you're not.